What's going on, everybody? Bronco79 coming at you with a video response to Michael Arfalc77's Making Memories contest. A couple things first. Michael, thanks for the contest. I've thoroughly enjoyed watching the majority of all the video responses. I still have a few out there I need to watch, but thoroughly enjoyed them. Listening to what everybody has to say. It's interesting to see the time span for certain individuals in regards to the first video of the viewers that they watched. So I actually went back and watched your first video this morning, and I have to say it's definite change. You're definitely more comfortable behind the camera, but it was fun to watch and see the change in you. Just your personality is just beyond words. But second off, I'm not doing this to get into any of the prizes or whatever. I just really like the concept of this contest, and I wanted to make a video response. So I will leave the contest video link down below. I will also leave Michael's link down below. Most of you guys already subbed to him, so I'm not going to tell you to go sub to him. Most of us all are, and we all know and appreciate what he does for the hobby and the community. So love the positive spin on this. Never fails that every once in a while we have to kind of take a step back and try and put a positive approach and spin on things. And Michael always has a way of coming through, so I really do appreciate you coming up with this contest idea. But anyways, my all-time favorite sports memory. I don't really have an all-time favorite, so to speak, but I do have three that really stick in my mind. One is more related to me in sports. As I mentioned in a video response for another contest, I used to be big into soccer growing up, and the Dallas Sidekicks were the big indoor soccer team here in the area. And for some of you who know anything about indoor soccer, Tattoo was the big guy here in Dallas, and had the opportunity to actually play on the indoor Sidekicks field for a game, which, as far as a childhood memory is concerned, really is high on my list to be able to play on that field, in which Dallas won a couple championships. So that was kind of cool. Second is a baseball related story. As you guys know, I don't really collect a whole lot of baseball, but Michael mentioned in his last video about any no-hitter that he has personally had a chance to watch. And I actually can sit here and say that I had the opportunity to be at Nolan Ryan's 7th no-hitter at Arlington Stadium. I tell you what, I can't put into words to explain the tension and the in the air. I mean, it was just, you could cut it with a knife, going down to that final out. If I'm not mistaken, and I could be wrong, but I think he struck out Ricky Henderson when Ricky was playing with Oakland. What's kind of interesting, I think he did the same thing. No, I take that back, because it was against the Blue Jays. Ricky Henderson was his 5,000th strikeout, but his 7th no-hitter was versus the Toronto Blue Jays way back when. I still have the couple ticket stubs from that game. And at the time, it was my grandparents, myself, my cousin, and her boyfriend at the time. And her boyfriend actually filled out the box score in the program for that entire game. So that's one of those. I have it packed up. I wish I would have had time to pull it out and kind of show it off. But that will always be at the top of my list, to actually be there and witness history in the making, in which I don't think anybody will ever touch that. And finally, hoping to not get a little emotional, but in March 2008, my grandmother was diagnosed with ALS, and she's the whole reason why I'm a sports fanatic. I watch tennis because of her. I'm a Broncos fan because of her. Uh, I love the Mavs. I love the Texas Rangers, the Stars. Grew up watching the Braves and the Cubs as well. Um, it was all about baseball and football, and in that house. And after she was diagnosed, I found out a few months later that my best friend got us tickets to the Denver Miami home game, and I'd always wanted to go to Mile High and go watch a home game. And in essence, I didn't get to go to Mile High, but it was in Vesco Field. Of course, now it's changed again. You know how stadiums change their names or whatever. But anyways, my friends secured tickets for I think it was the first part of November. But we were planning to drive out there just for the weekend and for the game or whatnot. And my grandmother, even through all the pain and all that stuff that she was going through, she was so excited for me, and really was looking forward to the stories of what I was going to bring back from that experience. And sad to say, she passed away in September of that same year. So I never got to share my stories and experience. So that was really rough for me, but it was nice to get away. Sorry. um, and feel like I was a part of something. Kind of like with the community, I feel like I'm a part of something. And being there at that game, yes, they lost, but I felt like I was home. I knew she was there with me, and enjoyed every minute of it. Um, uh, and to make it even more special of a trip, my best friend and I actually got a picture with Barrel Man, which passed away not too long after that game as well. So even though it was an emotional time for me, it really kind of put me at peace, knowing that I was going to be able to enjoy something that I've always wanted to do, and something that she always wanted me to get a chance to do. But it still holds a pretty high place in my heart, and it's still pretty tough to talk about it, only for the simple fact that I never got a chance to share the experience. And playing in the parking lot, playing catch in the parking lot of where Mile High used to be. So that's that. My favorite YouTube sports or hobby related would have to be driving to Austin, meeting Scott 2244 for the first time, and driving down to Houston for the TriStar show, and getting a chance to meet Ryan and Neil of RBI Crew 7, Accordion Jacob, and my adept Steve. It was a blast getting to meet those guys, and most importantly, just going. It wasn't just the show; it was going and hanging out at dinner, shooting the shit, having a few beers. It's something that I will never forget. And then, of course, driving back to Scott's house that night, and we did a blog show and busted some personal boxes that we had picked up at the show. And needless to say, the mojo was flying, so to speak. I still have a card in my PC in which I pulled that night that will never leave my collection, regardless, only because of the sentimental value that it had. So my first Sevens video, coming up on 2 years on YouTube. It's the first part of April 10th or something. I'll be here. I will have been here officially 2 years since I've joined. But the one that sticks out most in my mind as far as the first one I'm watching, which is kind of significant, was the care package that Michael received from Sigtifer. He had the sevens drawing on the bubble mailer, and Michael was more excited about the drawing on the bubble mailer than the cards. And, you know, it's kind of interesting to go back and watch that, because right then and there, you know, I would have to say somewhere within that time frame is when the friendship between Michael and Chris really started. And as we all know, this community is not just about the cards, but the friendships that we build. And, you know, I've gone back and watched that video a few times actually, because that drawing was simply phenomenal. But that's the one I remember most in my mind as far as the first video I watched. Now, my favorite one, I have a lot of favorites, but one of them, which was more recent, had to do with Michael's contest, the unique contest item one that he was running, and the one from Ryan IM140. The letter touched a lot of people. Daughter running in the background. Touched a lot of people. Touched Michael. If I didn't already have enough respect for Ryan at that point in time, it just raised 15 million times from that standpoint. But that was truly an amazing video. And, you know, the heart of that letter and watching Michael, you know, had to kind of, you know, collect himself, because it was truly something I'll never forget. On top of that, all his parodies, all his songs, all his, you know, video responses for sub-contests, I thoroughly enjoy them all. Talk about creativity, you know, eBay Dude, Limp No More, the Panini one, I can't name them all, but We Didn't Start the Drama was also one of my favorite. I still go back and watch that one quite a bit. So any of the parodies or sub-contest video responses that he does, I thoroughly enjoy. Just because, I mean, they're either true in regards to the hobby, or, you know, good way to make you laugh. So, and finally, future memories. One in which I'm hoping somehow or another to get my son involved in card collecting. I truly would love to be able to share the hobby with him. Hopefully I can, you know, do something like that in the near future. I just, you know, have to make sure that he understands, you know, the importance of taking care of him and things along those lines. Unlike me as a kid, you know, I screwed up all my old stuff and pretty much, you know, worthless and things along those lines, but I want him to grow up with an appreciation of how to protect it and love the hobby. And most importantly, be able to meet up with more of you guys in the future, especially at Nationals. I didn't get a chance to go to Chicago due to my back, in Baltimore. Kind of fell through the cracks. Don't know about making Baltimore this year because of the house, but I do have Chicago on my radar for 2013. So anyways, you know, thanks again, Michael, for the contest. I think this is a great way to put some positivity back in the community. I really do appreciate you doing this, and glad to just take the opportunity to make a video for everybody. Sorry about how long it is, but I know a lot of you guys did it within 6, 7, 8 minutes. But anyways, thanks again, everybody, for watching. Michael, thanks for the contest again. Peace, fellas. Woo!